I'm so sorry. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For you guys today, I'm going to be doing a review and thoughts and opinions video with a tutorial, whatever. You guys know what I mean. I'm going to be doing a review and a tutorial on the Colourpop Dark Bloom Collection. I did grab the whole collection. I have the Bordeaux, the Ornate, the Grandeur palettes. I have all the blushes. I have all the lip stuff. I bought everything. And I got it for less because I used, because I saw the post on Trendmood. And she has a code with Colourpop that actually works when I type it in. So I used code Trendmood to get it for less than what it was retailing at. Highly suggest doing that because you save money. And I don't care if the money goes to somebody else. I just want to save money. But yeah, so we are going to get into the video with all of the palettes and stuff. I didn't do any swatches this time because that takes forever and a day. No. But
you up here, Leo, jerkhole.
He's not a jerkhole.
He attacked Cowboy in the face and the back. And Cowboy was just sitting in the window minding his own business, and scratched him in the face. He hurt him.
Don't kiss him off my bed.
On my bed.
Because you're sitting there and he knows you don't like him right now. Turd. Anyway, before we get started in with the video, there are a couple of things I want to talk about. Please keep in mind, I am not a makeup artist. I have never, ever claimed to be one. Also, I'm slightly colorblind. So if I tell you something is blue or gray and it's like purple or green, don't hate me for it. I am sorry. I tried to hold the palettes in such a way that like the light wasn't bouncing off of the packaging. I mean, this is very reflective packaging. So I tried to hold them like that so you guys could actually see what the inside of the palettes look like. But anyway, with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so the thing I wanted to do a video on today is the Colourpop Dark Blooms Collection. I have everything still in its packaging and everything, but I was swatching it on Monday when I got it. Today is Wednesday. But I bought the whole collection. I have all 3 palettes. I have the 3 lip kits, or lip duos, whatever you want to call them, and the blushes. I have all of it. And so what I'm going to do is, because I was swatching them, I kind of have like a vague idea of which palettes I like and which ones I do not. Also, since I can see it a little bit in the camera, I'm just going to talk about one thing really quick. You guys can't see it very well under my makeup, I hope, but there is like a giant zit right here on my cheek, and because it's so high up on my face and on my cheekbone, it is causing this eye to puff up and look like I got punched in the face. I did not get punched in the face. There's no bruising or anything. It's just really swollen because it's getting to be like that time, and yeah, it's messing up my face as it normally does. Anyway, the palettes I want to use today are the Grandeur one. The packaging on this is stunning. I love this packaging. Is this Grandeur palette, which is this one. And then I want to use the Bordeaux one, which is actually the one I think they went full throttle on. And that's this one. Alright, so I already put on my eye primer. And so the colors I'm going to start out with are from, let's do this one, the Bordeaux palette. And I'm going to go in with the shade Boogie. That's a B, not, or that's a G, not a deep B. Right here. It's like a light, almost icy blue shade. I'm just going to put that in my crease ever so slightly. I'm using a Colourpop brush for this. This is an E16. And I'm only going to do one eye on camera. Where's and I'm going to try and make it so you guys can actually see. Is it still filming? I think so. Okay, whatever. So I'm going to go in with the shade Boogie, and I'm just going to, oops, whatever. to put that in my crease. Dust that through. I don't know why I do this because I can't really see anyway, and like I'm trying to help with the lighting because it's so dark. Listen, it's like stormy skies. We lost power last night, so we have power back now, but we lost power last night because of the wind, and it's so windy and it's so dark and it's so gloomy. I don't even know, does my face look gray? I hope not, but I can't really tell. And the lighting always gets messed up when I turn on my lamp light. That's not wrong palette. Oopsies. Go back in with Boogie. Try and build it up a little bit. Yeah, that is just like a really light blue shade. So the color I want to go in with next to kind of add depth to that crease area is a lot of depth actually, because I'm going full out today. I have nowhere I have to be. I have to take a shower tonight, so it's all going to get washed off. I'm going to go in with the shade Grand, which is, to me, it looks like a dark blue right here. It's so Boogie was the first color in the palette, and then Grand is on the third row, the second one over. But it's a matte with micro glitter in it, so be aware of that. So I'm just going to do this very lightly and build up the color if I need to. That doesn't want to blend. Can you see that? That doesn't want to blend at all, even over a tone. Okay, let's try a fluffier brush. This one is a Colourpop E15 brush. So I'm going to go back in with that shade. There's also a lot of fallout on this. Get the color on there so you guys can see it's on there now. And then just go back. Okay, that was my bad then, because that blended a lot better with a fluffier brush, except like out here on my outer corner, but I always have problems with that area, and I'm gonna have to fix my face later because I got fallout on my cheek. Okay, so the next color I want to use is going to be from the Grandeur palette. You know what, actually, there's only one color in there I really want to use, so we're gonna do the outer corner really quick with the Baroque palette again. And I'm just going to use this Colourpop E10 brush. And I'm going to go in with the shade Stunner, which is the last color in this palette. Right here. It's the third one over on the third row. Just kind of put this on this brush. And then just kind of tap that on. And blend. Okay, so there's that, and then I'm also going to take what's left on that brush and just bring it on. The lower lash line, like that, because that's what I like to do. And then for the middle shade, I'm going to do my other eye, not right now, but I'll explain later. I need to make more sense. These my videos are not well thought out. This one. The color I want to use from this Grandeur palette is actually the pressed glitter in Access right here. And the reason why is because it looks like a very chunky glitter. But once you swatch it and you like play with it, it is still like very much so a glitter. But it almost reminds me texture-wise of the shade Infatuation from the All That palette. But it's just a little bit more chunky. Just ever so slightly. That's what it reminds me of. So what time am I at? I'm going to put some NYX glitter glue on the blank part of my eye really quick, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I put the glitter glue down, and then I'm going to take that shade from the Grandeur palette. Again, it's called Access, and I'm going to tap Whoopsies. Okay, so I got it there, but because of the way I use my finger to apply it, what is on my screen? Oh, it's the little zoom thingy. I got it in my inner corner a little bit, so I'm going to try and use that's my bronzer brush. I'm going to use my big powder brush to wipe off the fallout really quick if I can. Okay, that worked a little bit. I'm going to do my other eye off camera. I'm also going to do my lashes, not lashes, my mascara, and then we'll be back because I want to do blush and lips on camera. I'll probably do highlight on camera too. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to start it that soon, but okay. We're all set now. I did my mascara, eyeliner, I think I might have done my eyebrows before I went off camera again. But yeah, this is what the eye looks like. It is very, very sparkly. I will say that glitter shade in the Grandeur palette, it is more chunky than the shade Infatuation from the All That palette. But the glitter fallout that you get if you use a glitter glue is very minimal, and it doesn't look bad. The other thing I did was I took another shimmery shade and I kind of just like tap, 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 tap on it to kind of blend it out slightly. But that's what I did there. So the next thing I want to talk about are the blushes, because there were also 3 blushes that came with the collection. We have Chase, like a Chase Lounge, which is like this shade. It's like a light pink color. We have Vogue, which is more of like a dusty rose type color to me. Like, these are the 2 next to each other. They look almost the same, but this one is Vogue is slightly darker. And then we have the Paleta, that word, Okay, you guys can't see it. Palatial. Paleta? Why does it say 2014 on there? Do they all say that? They all say 2014 on there. 2012. Oh, you know what? I wonder, are these existing blush shades and those are the year that they came out? Okay. But these are the 3 shades next to each other. And the Vogue is definitely the darkest shade. It's like a really dusty rose color. And then we have Chase, which is like a traditional pinky tone blush. It looks kind of like a matte version of Milani's Luminoso. And then this Paleta shade is actually orange almost in color. So I'm going to use the shade Vogue, the darker one, because I like a darker blush on myself because I put it like back here and it helps to lift my face slightly, give it a less round appearance. And for that, I'm using this Laura Lee Los Angeles brush. Put you right on my zit. And just kind of, it is a very, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on camera or not. It is a very there's not really any sheen to it at all, but it is kind of pigmented a little bit. I mean, there's no blush. There's blush. It's just almost like kind of subtle. This color is really pretty, but it is really quite subtle. Okay, so there's that. Very pretty. I like the blushes. I think these are their normal blush formula. I can't speak to whether or not it's their normal blush formula. I don't own any Colourpop blushes except for, like, I used to have the Super Shocks and I hated those. I despised those with a burning passion of 1,000 suns. So the next product I'm going to use is the Your Trip. That is a big mirror. The Your Trip highlighter. And I just used my I think this is an F19. Yeah, F19 from Shop Miss A. And I just kind of... Leslie, you wanted to know what are good, like, drugstore highlighters from, that are, like, affordable for fair skin. Your Trip is really nice. It's from Colourpop. You can order it. It's one of, like, their big Super Shock ones. I really like it because it is, like, more golden in tone, but it doesn't leave a cast. Like, do you see it doesn't leave a cast there, but it's, like, blinding. So I like this one a lot. I like all of the Colourpop Super Shock ones for me. Because this one blends out and it's almost, like, natural looking. But they also have really fun duochrome ones. That, and then I just put it down my nose a little bit like that. Like that. But then the other one that I told you about in the comments really quick, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent, was this one from Milani, which I'm going to layer on top of this because I really want to blind people today. This is the 110 Dulce Perla highlight from Milani. I really, really, really like this highlighter. and it's like $10 at Walmart or Meijer or Ulta. Highlight that zip, baby. Just highlight it. Can you see? Bam. Okay, we're done with the highlight before we go overboard. But yeah, if you have really fair skin, these are like 2 from the drugstore that I would recommend. Also, Leslie, if you don't mind spending a little bit more money on a good highlighter. I don't like cream highlights. Like, I have a couple of Super Shock ones I don't like. I have this one from Hourglass. I'm bound and determined to use this up. The other one I really like, it's not drugstore, but it is indie brand, is this one from Color Drain in Fashion Show, and it's almost like white, but right here you can blend it out and it shears out really nicely. Anyway, back to the Colourpop review. Now that we're talking about, I can't see what time am I at. 8 minutes. Okay. I have 3 of their lip duos here. I have the ones in Elegante, which is this one. I have the one in Splendor, which is this one. And then I also have the one in Contessa, which is this one. I don't like these. Like, it's not because I don't like the formula of this. I just don't like the packaging because they put them in a plastic sleeve, which unless you recycle, this is going to go in the trash can. Like, I don't have a recycling plant by me. This is going to go in my trash can. I think what they could have done is done like how this blush thing has got like this hinge, this flap thing here. I think they could have done like a flap here and then just had it like a book, open and close. I would have kept that in the box then. But the colors I want to use are the Contessa kit, which is the shade Fatale, and then the gloss is Ponche? I don't know. But the Luxe formula is my favorite from Colourpop ever. Like, Colourpop lip products in general. Don't buy high-end, get Colourpop. They're way better. And this Luxe liquid lipstick is bomb. Because it dries down enough. I mean, it does have a little bit of transfer, but it dries down for the most part. That's the shade Fatale. It's like a very dark, well, not really dark, but like a dusty, deeper dusty pink color. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this gloss from, it's the Ponche gloss. And I'm just going to put this
Something about the girl
on the center. Hi, Connie.
Hi. Can we have a pickle?
We'll see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So there's that lip. Alright, you guys, but that is the full look. So, again, here are the eyeballs, and the lips, and the cheeks. I think my favorite thing definitely would have to be the Bordeaux palette. I talked about the Bordeaux, and I talked about Grandeur. The one palette I didn't really talk about was the Ornate one, and that's because this is basically a Colourpop version of Modern Renaissance with like a pop of a dark color in here. Overall, this collection is fine. It's beautiful, it's fine, it's stunning. I would recommend highly the Bordeaux palette and the blushes and the lip kits if you want them. My issue with it is that it was supposed to be a Dark Blooms collection, and it's not punchy enough. Like, they have them kind of like themed a little bit. So like Bordeaux is almost like, do you see that? That's like a blue. Bordeaux, they went there, they killed it. It's stunning. This is dark, bloomy blue color. With the Ornate, it was like reds. They could have very easily taken out like this stinking blue shade right here, put in like a blackened red, and then done like just deeper reddy plum colors. Almost made it like a purpley toned, not purple, but like a reddish purple toned palette, or done more cool toned reds, and it would have gone there, but it didn't. This is basically like almost like Modern Renaissance with a blue. The Grandeur palette, they kind of went there. Like, this bottom row is there, but then the rest of it, like, they could have done more like darker greens, forest greens, that kind of thing. The blushes are good. The lip kits, you know my opinion on the plastic, but my other issue with it is same thing. It's not punchy enough. Like, the glosses are fine, but the actual like velvet lipsticks, they could have been made so much deeper to go with the Dark Blooms theme. And maybe that's just me, because I have no problem walking around with like bold eyes and bold lips and bold everything. I have no issue with that. I wear sweatpants all the time and hoodies, so in my opinion, it just kind of counterbalances the fact that like my face is super extra, but then my clothes are like just non-existent. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the collection. It's not a bad collection. Like, I'm glad I bought it, but it could have been better. It could have been way better. They could have stuck with like the theme of the Dark Blooms, because like the packaging is on point. The theming of it is not. And I don't know if anybody's actually gonna watch this video, because Raw Beauty Christy just launched her collection with Colourpop. So if people see this, I'll be so happy. If not, I get it. But yeah, that's my thoughts and my opinions on the Dark Blooms collection. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I would very much greatly appreciate it. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you all in my next one. Bye. Bye.